Hello everybody, welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today in deck number 664, we're going to talk about Amareth the Lustrous. We got a dragon, 6/6 flyer, 4/3 in Bant. If you look in your box of crayons, you will see that there is a Bant color. So, whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top card of your library. If it shares a card type with that permanent, you may really put it in your hand. So, naturally, we are going to want to put in as many of the same permanent type, because, permanent in the battlefield, to get that card advantage. There are many different ways to go. Bant is great for Enchantress, Planeswalkers, all creatures, all kinds of stuff. I went with artifacts. So, Amareth artifacts. And as such, a good chunk of those are here. Let's get right into it. And these are in, of course, no particular order as far as what they are. But we're going to classify this as the ramp, if you will. We have, oh my gosh, there's a bunch. We have Mana-Geode. I'm going to roll through these pretty quick because they're mana rocks. Mana-Geode, Dreamstone Hedron Archive, Golem's Eye. There's a reason why I'm playing the less than ones, Black Golem's Eye. We'll get to that in a minute. Obelisk of Bant, Spectral Searchlight, Selesnya Locket, Simic Cluestone, Opaline Unicorn, Commander Sphere, Darksteel Ingot, Worn Power Stone, Pristine Talisman, Wayfarer's Bauble. Gotta have our Soul Ring, right? Arcane Signet. We're playing 3 colors. It really helps. Sky Diamond, Talisman of Unity, Selesnya Signet, Simic Signet, Marble Diamond, Moss Diamond. Then we've got the other stuff that is, Empowered Auto Generator. But like Founder Inspectory, a good chunk of the deck is artifact spells. I listed it over on Architect, but I honestly can't remember right now how many artifacts the deck actually has. So, Ethereum Sculptor is also another good one. Ugin, your colorless spells cost 2 less to cast, so why not? I mean, the rest of it, okay, whatever. But that's the reason why it's in here. Unwinding Clock, that is a whole lot of rocks, and being able to untap them is pretty sweet. Now, the card draw section is kind of pretty slim, I'll admit. The Sandstone Oracle, Scroll Rack's not exactly card draw, but if you've got shuffle effects, it can be card selection. I guess let's get to some, artifact theme cards. While not being artifacts, stuff like to mechanize production, it's really good. Efficient Construction, the Antiquities War, Fabricate's just about a tutor almost. Mirrored and Besieged. I mean, target opponent loses the game. I almost said wins. How much? Would we play that card if a card said target opponent wins the game? I'm sure I would build a weird deck around it. Mirror Maid. We have Shimmer Mirror to give them all flash. Junk Diver to get some back. Dispatch is really good here. 1 mana instant, exile target creature. Aethersworn Canonist can lock up a game now. Well, kind of one-sided lock it up. We just about won't, be worried with it. Manifold Key and Voltaic Key. Untap some of those rocks. Now, with all the... let's get to these. Swiftfoot boots and Fire Shrieker are the only two equipment we have. And I didn't lean heavy into the equipment because March of the Machines and the green version, Titania Song, just make a huge ground force because nobody really thinks, I mean, yeah, you know, ramp with your rocks and whatnot, but once you put down a march or a song, the game goes very differently. And that way you can do stuff, you know, overrun and whatever. But our actual creatures, actual goodness, there's only like 7. Not that many. Of course, we have the Hangerback Walker, that much mana, we're going to need something to spend it on. Sharding Sphinx, an artifact flyer that makes other artifact flyers. So, really kind of like that. Chief of Foundry. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, artifact creature beatdown is what that aren't really all that artifact creaturey. I did put the Veldalkin Outlander in here. I don't know. Pro Red is marginal ability at best. I mean, it's not always useful. I'll be honest with you, it's probably because it's foil. I don't, and it's a cheap, low drop creature. Aethersworn Shield Mage. I like this. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to artifact creatures this turn when you flash it in. Sanctum Gargoyle. Get an artifact back. And then good old 8 mana 4/4 flyer. That's not bad. Filigree Angel. Mindlock Orb. Players can't search libraries. I know this is kind of a nombo with our Fabricate, but yeah. Urza's Armor. This is a big boy when it's reanimated. And Acquire. Now, removal-wise, of course, we have the Disenchant, Negate, Arcane Denial, but artifact-wise, you know, Meteor Golem, Dispeller's Capsule, and the Scourglass, because, you know, there again, could be a one-sided. Now on to the non-basic lands, which there are a bunch. The only 2 artifact lands I had were Tree of Tales and Seed of Synod. Didn't have the Ancient Den. I know the Ancient Den's like the only one that just recently got reprinted, but it was in a set I have not opened. Here goes. Blossoming Sands, Stirring Wildwood, Selesnya Guildgate, Selesnya Sanctuary, Branchloth Pathway, of course that one is, you know, the other one as well. Tranquil Cove, Azorius Guildgate, Meandering River, Simic Guildgate, Thornwood Falls, Lumbering Falls, Woodland Stream, Bark Channel Pathway, Terramorphic Expanse, Reliquary Tower. Gotta have that Buried Ruin to get that artifact back, right? It's kind of a rough include in 3 colors, but Command Tower, Evolving Wilds, Bant Panorama, and probably my most questionable pick, Path of Ancestry. But that is Amareth. Man, I blew through that pretty dang quick. Because it's really just pretty straightforward. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of Bios of Lattice would make the deck awesome. Darksteel Forge. There's a lot of potential upgrades to the artifact Amareth. So let's go over here. It is done. So we'll put 664 on the wall. Be done with it. We're getting close to what is it? 36 away from 700. Of course, y'all are probably have your eyes on another deck before we hit them. Just a couple decks away. So I do appreciate y'all watching, liking, subscribing, all that jazz. And right now we're going to shuffle and cut.